Oke teman-teman, kita kembali lagi bersama saya Rinando Panjaitan di live streaming game in PC. Sekarang kita akan melakukan live streaming di Street Fighter 6. Selamat menonton, dan buat yang suka kasih komenan, kasih like ataupun subscribe. Terima kasih. Arigatou gozaimasu. Ganbare, ganbare yo. Mi sesu. Hello Bang Kamaludin. Thank you for watching always. Oke Bang, mantap Bang. Oke Bang, gaskan terus Bang. Kasih kendur ya kan. Kapal lagi. Kita ranked match menggunakan si Terry Bugado. Oke, let's go. Oke, kita tunggu penantang kita. Siapa yang akan melawan kita? Aduh. Oke. New challenger Honda. Bukan apa ya? Bukan Toyota ataupun Yamaha, tapi Honda.
Alright, first round. What's going to happen?
Yo.
Still slugging it out here.
Tunggu.
Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Knockdown! Well-timed corner switch. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense.
Yo.
Heats it up with a combo into super.
Hit them with the Buster Wolf for some stylish damage.
Player 2 can't use any more drive without in there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Charges forward. Player 2 chases them down. Good old slaps. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Going in? Looking for a chance. Brushes that off and keeps going. 100-hand slap. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Bentar ya teman-teman.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Poison's on the menu.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? They don't score the punish counter, but still get a nice hit in. Player 2 pushes the opponent with, oh! The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Strings it with a super art connect. Player brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Heading into the end game, springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Orchid springs experiencing burnout. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Just moments ago, we saw some very solid pressure against the wall. That's how you close out games. It's so hard to fight back against that. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Drive rush to keep it going. In with snake step. Hits them with a stop and pop. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. A drive impact could end it all here. Oh, burnout triggered. Extending that drive gauge. Checks with a medium kick. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Player 1 they're going for the super art. Both fighters planning something. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Noticeable KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Pressuring with cruel fate. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Oh, what's this? This is gonna be bad news. Harry connects. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Finds the target. Player 2 can't let putting the cherry on top. Look at the audacity on display with that Buffalo Wolf. Player 1 has the super gauges and nothing stops this train. Player 1, super art to show up what a PhD fighters can do for you. They're hurt big time. Yo, critical art now? Getting that external and internal damage in. The good masters taught Aki well. Oh, here we go. Drive rush. The brain on this fighter to fish for the count. Are you kidding me? Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. Dash! Gotcha! Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? All right, what's coming up next? The super down to the wire. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Takes the chance to hurt him. Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Takes a trip. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
Round 2.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Oh, what's this? Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Stops him with a target combo. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Quick breather. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Knockdown and in with snake step. Jumps up. What'll happen here? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. A drive impact could end it up. Springs forward with the drive rush. Avoids getting stuck in the hit zone with a stop and box. Fires a power wave. This can lead to some big damage. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. So can this drive bring them back? A single hit will do it. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Raw super hard incoming. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Nails the crack shoot. Rushes that off and keeps going. And whips. They're wide open. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Big Bad and beefy Buster Wolf tells him what's good. Yo, knock, open up the door and feel. Got food coming for you with the claws and steel. Amazing. Nothing stops this train. That corner is starting to look super hard to show him what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Player 2 is in a very good spot, finds the target. Noticeable life lead is a comeback still giving him food for thought. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Special match.
Oke, siapa yang kita lawan selanjutnya? Arigato. Gosimas. Wadadadau.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 chases them down. Knockdown. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. All right, what's coming up next? They've got the meter for a drive impact. In a dire situation, they can't get so.
Sama-sama mukul coy.
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for it all, but just misses. Shoots off a fireball up close. Combo with the target combo. Drive runs to keep it going. Quick breather. Hits him with a stop and block. Good shot. Uses the gauge for a super art. Hits him with the Buster Wolf for some stylish damage. What'll happen here? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Both fighters planning something? Turns out! A lot of pressure building up here. Okay, here we go. This is a critical moment. No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100%
Kenapa
planned.
melambat, coy?
Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Player 1 has the life advantage. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. All right. Grabs him. The throw misses. Jumps up. You messed up. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Can't tech the throw. Gould springs forward with the drive rush. Uses the target combo as a filler. A quick breather. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Still slugging it out at this range. Hits him with a stop and bop. Player 1 needs to use the front of the corner reach. At least one of them is having a good time in that corner. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around.
Okay.
For the triple arc.
Let's go to fire that.
Bars for 5 minutes. We've never seen Terry fall out like this.
Okay.
Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu.
Oh my
What's
God.
next? Looking for a hole.
Eesh.
We're We're going
Halo,
into the final round
Kak
tied
Estil
up.
Lestari.
Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Demon Raid now? Who's going to steal Brosum? Both fighters are raring to go. The drive impact doesn't work. What now? Player one, nothing stops this train. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Both sides looking to tenderize those organs with Oboro. That forward rush. Here comes the corner. Ooh, what a smart move. Okay, here we go. Let's move. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Counter hit. Where is the quarter finish? Player one. Really?
Kayaknya kita harus ganti dulu nih. Si Ken aja kita pakai. Kita naikkan dulu si Ken. Kenzo. Wagashimasu. Shimizu. Shinryu Renpa.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a
Tadi
Philly
kita
cheesesteak.
kasih senyuman, makanya kayak gitu dia. Kasihkan dulu pukulan kepala.
Here we go.
Boom.
What are these fighters going to do? Decides to go in with the target combo. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Throws him down, maintains composure, and pushes out of the corner. This is looking bad. What are they going to do? Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Takes a trip. Solid throw tag. Very solid corner switch. Decides to brings out the super art. How's it gonna work out for them? Alright, what's coming up next? Experiencing burnout. Burnout activates. Both sides are gonna have to fight without drive. And the throw ends the round.
Diputar-putar dia jadi bingung kan, jadi banyak kali keluar ya kan.
Like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Grabs them. Player two chases them down. Side switch, brushes that off and keeps going. Player one, disguised with Kagura no Mai. The big bang, the Chosen comes out. They're trading attacks. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player two is dominating this match. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. The low heavy connected. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Goes for the jump-in. They were waiting for it. Oh, the throw connects. Breaks the block with a throw. They push their way out of the court. Nothing stops this train. Plenty of health. Full gauges. Takes the anime shield and gets that buff.
Kali,
The
coy.
attack continues. We're burned out, but they may have a plan here. Taking chunks out of each other here.
Shinryu Renpa.
You're gonna get burned. This is going to hurt. Gets the corner switch. Crowns him from above. Oh, looks like mine's getting ready to go full. They are done.
Aduh.
Player two clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Gets the jump in. Goes low. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player one chases them down. Very solid corner switch. Taking stock. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Brushes off the impact. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player two can't get some. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Mau naik.
Sure
Nah.
you can. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Still very early in the round. Checks him with the projectile. Early round decision springs forward with the drive rush. hits him with a stopping block. Player 2 will look to getting that extra juice with Kagero no Mai. Burnout activates. Knockdown, and player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. From upstairs. Scrap looking
Salah
to
kita.
impress with this super. A drive impact could end it all. Low heavy. Player 2 won
Salah.
finish. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Open reads the jump in perfectly. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Both players look for something to work with. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. This is gonna be bad news. More fuel to the fire. Hook them up. This may turn into a big knock them out of the air. Okay, here we go. Both fighters are down to half life. Aims for the nothing stops this train. Put the exclamation point on that with an up finds the target. What a statement with that fireball. What are they gonna do? Good parry. Reads the jump in perfectly. Mai's coming in for the meet and greet. Shows off a parry. Impact squash. Anti-air in the clutch. Chuck the fireball to continue their hold over their zone. They got a big gap. The brain on this fighter to finish. It is over.
Buru-buru dong kita terus tadi kan. Ini kita serbu aja dia.
But that could have been
Naik
anyone's
tas.
game. No way we could have called that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Both of them were ready for a throw. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Starts with a jumper. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge down. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Throws them. What's next? Burnout is triggered. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. In a dire situation. Will we see a drive in? Low heavy for the win. Player 2 on the boards first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Grabs him. Projectile to try and change the situation. Big throws. What'll happen here? Brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. It's a good spot to use the super. Time to reassess the situation. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. They're backed up into the corner, lighting up the skies with Kagero no Mai. All the throw connects. A quick breathe. They were right to be on guard there. We see a hardcore looks like Mai's getting ready to go full anime. Amazing. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 1, can't you chip them for the win? Oof. Player 2 was an app.
Kita tunggu lagi siapa yang akan kita lawan. Yang main bawahnya kita harus jaga itu.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Good anti-air. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Takes a trip. KO.
Okay.
Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. Shoots off a fireball up close. Decides to buff up while they can. Luminous kick. Smart play to stop the opponent there. What's the next move? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Parry! A parry? Time for a drink. Breaks the block with a throw. Flashes him. Loses the gig.
Kita kasih dulu putaran yang topan.
Doing the business. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Springs forward with the drive rush. Going in? Experiencing burnout. Drink level 4 and now a full house to play with. Drives in fact misses. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Jumps up. Gotta be careful. Sets up with the jump in. Crowns him from above. How's this? Neither fighter can use their drive move. How will they close out the round? Player 1. Oh my god, they just turned it up. Only a little bit and whip. What a finish!
Udah tahu gitu pasti mau kawain aku.
Let's see if they can build themselves
Tapi
a
kita
streak.
kasih lah.
Right
Mana
back into the
dia, ya
rematch.
kan?
We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these
Mau minum
fighters
nggak?
have up their sleeves
Minum
out of
nggak?
the gate. That was a solid anti-air. Player 2 with the life lead. What are they thinking here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. The cross-up's good. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. KO!
Okay.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach will be key. Knockdown. Player 1 chases them down. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. What'll happen here for Super Art? This Dragon Lash Flame could be big. Can they keep on him? Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Uses the target combo as a filler. Turning it right up with the super. Shifu Jinretsu. This is gonna take a chunk. Hits that with confidence. Dragon Lash. No way, that win wasn't luck.
Kau putar
That was
lagi.
100%
Ku kasih kau apa
They're going
diver.
with the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to try out the win? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor? Yo, put that away. Fires off an overdrive arrow. Player 1 with a slight lead. Will they connect with the throw? What now? Great job in escaping the... Oh, putting the cherry on top. Shifu Jinretsu. This is gonna take a chunk. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Dragon Lash. Nothing stops this train. A real test of nerves here. Scrambling here to avoid that corner. Just go for flatline zone.
You want it again?
Gets the win in a
I'm sorry.
fashion.
Oke, kita tunggu pemain selanjutnya. Siapa yang kita lawan, teman-teman? Ini kita masih menunggu searching for opponent. Oke. Oke teman-teman, yang menonton bisa juga request kita pakai siapa gitu kan.
Give me that
Manon.
drama. Give me that grime. Are
Give me
y'all
that drama,
ready?
give me
It's
that.
fight night time.
Gotta do this.
Round 1.
Wih, ini siapa juga ini? Anak-anak sering juga ini.
Here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Gets a chance at that jump in.
Which way?
Deals some damage with that quick combo. Lots of aggression from both sides. Goes for the throw. Combo with the target combo. Sticks the combo. The super armor does its job. Strings it all together. Takes a trip. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Does a good job of pushing back. Uses the target combo as a filler.
It's a good spot to use the super.
Pas udah makan di Cina.
Is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Oh, could be
Kalau
the
mau
start of
makan?
something. A quick breather. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 1, it's flawless round.
Perfect.
They got it so
Oh.
quick. Player 1 took no
Can
time
win.
to
You win
finish
this
that
game.
fight.
Ma, are you afraid with me? Oke, ada penantang selanjutnya.
Here comes a new
Oh,
challenger.
siapa nih? Siapa namanya nih? Jamie. Ah,
This is gonna be a 5-star match.
Okay.
Get ready for history to be made.
better do this.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The low kick connects. Checks with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. There's a corner switch. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Just out of range for that throw. Takes a trip. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Life lead opens up. KO. Player
go.
1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Porter makes it hard to escape.
Hits him with a stopping block.
Flashes him. From upstairs. Looking
Kita
to
kasih dengan
advance
baik.
with this super. Triple Jinrai hits. Good damage on him. Their will to win is really being tested here. Oh, what's this? Oh,
I'm sorry, Jamie.
KO. Player 1 brings
Can
it home.
win, so.
Let's see if they can build themselves a
Ya, quit dia. Cemana pula, ya kan? Oke, penantang kita selanjutnya siapa nih? Jamie lagi, Jamie. But it's okay, let's go.
What are
To
we going
fight.
to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Checks with a projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Knockdown. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. All right, what's coming up next? Throws them to negate the block. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a
Kombinasi yang
psychological
terbaik.
advantage.
Mau gue pukul aku?
Low heavy
Oke,
hits, mix up
dapat aku.
incoming. Strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Player 1 got
Nggak bisa kok
completely
minum.
shut out that round. Can they make a comeback? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Jinrai kick for a mix-up.
Woohoo.
Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Yo, put that away.
Lupa kau dengan itu.
Knockdown and throws a fireball. Breaks the block with a throw. What'll happen here? Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stick, springs forward with the drive rush. Grabs and throws him away. A quick breather. Will we see a drive impact? They're using a fireball to force a reaction. They decided to get out of that jam with a perfect parry. Going in. Nice counter.
Take that gourd away. He's
All the throw connects. What's next? This is a critical moment. Impact squat. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Loss of distance here. Who's baiting who? Back to the corner. Are we gonna play impact peekaboo?
Dashes out the cage right there.
This is our destiny.
This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Gets got.
Closes it out.
Salah kita salah.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Shakes things up with a fireball. Player one didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up here. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Break, ooh, what a smart throw! But nails the overdrive arrow kick. Both fighters planning something? Forward throw, laying the pressure on Thick. Player burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change.
Both sides getting ready.
Clutch anti-air. What are they gonna do? Oh my god, they just choked it up.
They've got a super art to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you.
Player one is in burnout state of impact squat. Gotta do better than that.
Breaking them shins with the low head. Nice. Keeps cool and locks them out.
Medium kick. Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? Player two, are you kidding me?
Player one really had to fight for that one. No shortage of
Oke.
drama.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. The jump in catches them. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Sticks the combo. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Got their eye on the air. Down to the wire. Heading into the end game now. It's getting heats it up with a combo into super.
Shippujinrai doing the business.
Taking stock. The pressure is so intense. KO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Shoots off a fireball up close. Long low attack hits. Blows them. What's next? This fighter strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Big throws. Going in. Hits him with his free flow. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? So, what's next? Brushes that off and keeps going. Will we see a drive impact? Like links it. Took him to the corner in a flash. Both fighters planning something? Threads it cleanly. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Goes for the throw. Connects with the throw. Connects with medium kick. The long. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Pokes with a kick. Oh, here we go. The drive impact doesn't work. Target combo in. All the throw connects. What's next? Overdrive arrow kick. Plenty of health. Full gauges. Let's go. They've got about half life. Walls flat into the guard break. Player, that back row was huge. Huge chance after that wall splat.
Oh, putting the cherry on top. Catches out of the Shippujinrai.
What now? Player one can't win this without pulling the trigger. Noticeable life lead as a Kung tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Okay, nobody blink.
Dashes out the cage Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it.
Let's go.
Are you kidding me?
Ew.
How'd I lose?
China won.
Salah. Kalau kita lanjut nih.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Parries the attack and opts for the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. The attack is parried. All right, what's coming up next? Checks him with the projectile.
How's this? How's this?
The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Will we see a drive impact? Going in? Closing moments of the match.
They can't squander this punish counter chance.
Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum.
Clean parry.
Checks him with the projectile.
Spinning bird kick.
Banyak kali tuh, coy.
That's up. Scrapping it out up close. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. There's a change of thought. Hits him with a stop and bop. Gets him with the anti-air. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 2 will look.
The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The overhead denied. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Crowns them from above.
Dragon Lash.
Dragon Lash.
Boosting right to through. This is gonna take a chunk. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Player 1, nothing stops this train. SPK hit. Turning it right up with a super.
Perfect execution with the anti-air. Fights back with authority. Amazing. A real test of nerve. There's a burnout. Oh, combo. Oh, yo, rock super here.
They are done.
Player 2 comes out on.
Gak mau dia. Ada apa ini dengan gerangan? Apa yang terjadi? Wow. Ayolah. Siapa ini?
Comes a new
Edo.
challenger.
Our
Kata-kata
fighters
senyum.
are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? They get the wall splat, and now the opponent is defenseless. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Deals some damage with that quick combo. What are they thinking here? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Reacts to the throw. Grabs him. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. That drive impact doesn't get through. Fireball from very low. What's next here? In a dire system. Oh! The drive good heads up
See?
opting for the dragon. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Sneaks in above. Who's going to start things off? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Player 2 can build off this lead. Blocks the impact. Big throws. A quick breather.
Dapat bro.
Looking for it. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Gets the jump in. Not much life difference. Will we see a drive in? Connects with the throw. Going in. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Presses for a reaction with a clutch anti-air. Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Took him to the corner and uses the gauge for a super arm. This is gonna take a chunk. Player 2 with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? Excellent damage on that. Gets the counter hit. Getting up close and personal. Nothing stops this train. They're hurt big time. More fuel for the fire. Closes it out.
I'm sorry though.
Player 2 was an absolute
Okay.
beast in that match.
I like that.
It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that comeback. Were they baiting them into that? Solid combo. Opts for the throw. Knockdown. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. The jump in catches them. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. All right, what's coming up next? Projectile to try and change the situation. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Well-timed corners. KO.
Kan
Player
ujung sepatunya
2
tadi
on the board
kepalanya.
first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Dashes forward. Big throws. Max SA did smart play to stop the opponent there. Play OD cycle uppercut puts them on the rope. Their will to win is KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Goes with the throws them. Shrugs that off. They quick. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 1 with good drive gauge control. Is this in the bag? The super connects. That corner is starting to look scary. What now? Wow, reads the counter attack. Noticeable life lead. There's a burnout.
Ais.
Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that.
Satu
Get up
sama.
and tell him what's good.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Uses the target combo as a filler. Parries the attack. Can't tech the throw? All right. Decides to go in with the target combo. Gets the jump in. Knockdown. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. At this range, many attacks can digs in deep to get that drive in. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jumps up, just out of range for that throw.
Kill switch.
Hits him with a stopping block. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Hits him with a 1-2-3. Big stage close. What'll happen here? They were expecting that drive impact. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps in. Breaks the block with a throw.
Off for the cycle kick. Time to start cooking.
A quick breather. Player 2 uses the gauge for a super arm. Here comes the corner pressure. Will we see a drive impact? Doesn't tech the throw.
Bisa pulang gak kena.
Player 1 brings it home.
Pakai yang lain lagi kita dulu. Aku mah? Let's go. Versus. Okay. Let's go to fight with Luke.
Challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round one.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Blocks the jump in. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Taking stock. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? This is the range where things KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Was looking for that jump attack. Springs forward with the drive rush. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player one rising uppercut. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Going drive rush to keep it going. How will they manage it? Oh, burnout triggered. What's the next move? Player two has an empty drive gear. This is a bear, brushes that off and keeps going. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Ooh, you never know what. Will this super art do anything? Super clutch corners. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? They may oh, burnout. Do they mean to do that? Tops off the tank and scores the win. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done here. They exchange blows. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Uh-oh, falls short. All right, uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Shoots off a fireball up close. Big counter. Player two did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and leave themselves vulnerable. A quick breather. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Will we see a drive hit? Looking to impress with this super. Big anime vibes. Kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Zones with the fireball. The low kick hits. This can lead to some big damage. Player one with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? Dangerous range here. Player two has the super gauge. How did they read that throw? A jump? Crowns him from above. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Forward roll. Laying the pressure on thick. Amazing. This is gonna hurt. Oh, putting it all on the line. Bucket throw. They are done.
Tadi kan main-mainnya.
Ooh, I dare you to find
Ayo
a better
sekali
match than
lagi.
that. Get up
Kita
and
tengok
tell
siapa yang
one,
akan
Jay.
kalah.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Breaks those shins. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Blocks the jump in. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range.
Ada pembukaan-pembukaan kayak
Decides to
gitu.
go in with the target combo. What are they thinking? Turns the drive gauge. All right, what's coming up next? Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances.
This is gonna be bad news. Burnout activates. Oh, they can't. No cookout complete without a period game. KO. With a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up?
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Absorbs the attack and fires back.
Hits them with the fire.
Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. A quick brief drive rush to keep it going. Scrapping it out up close. Jumps. Smart play with the throw. Knockout springs forward with the drive rush. Burnout activates. What now? Drops him hard. Player, they're going for the super art. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. The next touch may decide to closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see.
Let's see. See that? You want to fight with me again? Let's go. But I'm sorry. I'm in.
A new warrior has entered
Ken,
the ring.
let's go. Ken is danger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for
Kawan lagi,
business.
Momoga. Gotta do this.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
How's this?
Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Lots of aggression from both sides. That was a solid anti-air. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. What are they thinking here? We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a KO? Player 2
Belum
on
kuat
the
itu,
board
uppercut,
first with the
uppercut.
win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for a projectile to try and change the
Bisa.
pace. They're being absolutely
Bukannya mau dimakan
relentless with
bubur, Pak?
this fireball pressure in the corner. Player 1, there's a wall splash. They can't do anything
Oh
now.
bisnya tadi siang nih.
Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Both fighters planning something?
Akuma's going in.
Brushes that off and keeps going. Barely blocks the jump in. They were expecting that drive impact. Closes the KO.
Okay.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Quick dashing. The last round. It's now or never. Demon Raid. Big opportunity coming. Wall splat into the guard frame.
Turning it right up with a super. Looking to remove him from the distance with the period edge.
Player 2 with the rhythm
Owning that space.
Wow, Saturn waited for this opening. Player 1 meets them air to air. And whip. They're wide open. Player 1 still has a chance, but it's going to be an uphill. Goes to the air. There's a burnout.
Catches out the cage right there.
Oh, sends him a personalized telegram with that frightening critical. Can they muster up the nerve to fight back and take this round? This is it.
A quick air to air. It is over.
Clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Hits him with a stopping block. Adamant flame. Fireball from very long distance. What's next? Oh! The drive impact.
Let's
makes them a
again.
sweet punishment. Player 2 chases them down. Had the radar up and running.
Thank you.
Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? Gets them. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fantastic reactions there. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just drive rush to keep it going. Still scrapping for control of the space. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. impact doesn't do anything. Drive gauge gap here. The engagement here will have a... This is gonna be bad news. Play burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Knockdown and looking for a chance. Life lead is there, but there's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. You're so close to the end. Wait, what?
Tahu ini kita kalah atau enggak.
Sit down and shut up! Still in it with a sliver! Oh my god, what's gonna happen? Fires off of Luka. Player 1 can't and whiffs. They're wide open. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Starts things off with a jump anti-air in the clutch. Hits him with a stop and block. Hits him with the fire. Player 2 needs to fix that if the gauge management to stay in this. Dangerous range here. Drops him from the air. Good decision with that throw. Amazing.
Yeah.
That hook turns out. And whiffs. They're wide open. What's next? Drops that off. Oh man, this is a scary range. They're sitting on their gear. They are done.
Sekali dia, Bah.
I've seen a lot of fights in my day,
Ayo,
but
satu-satu.
nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. G-right kick for a mix-up. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? All right, what's coming up next? Jump in finds the mark. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Uses the parry. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Springs forward with the drive rush. Misses the grab. A parry? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Closes the gap. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Uses the gauge for a super arm. No cookout complete without Imperium's end. So little life left. Goes for the missile. Not much life left, but the drive impact doesn't KO. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Pinter Weaven. Wuhui. Let's go. Siapa kan mau menantang saya? Oke, ada penantang baru.
You must crush them.
Well, it's okay. Let's go.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Are you use bandana? Ready yourself.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the command grab. Denies the attack and denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Checks with the projectile. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Throws him. What's next? Taking stock. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. That drive impact is blocked. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. A drive impact could end it all here. Burnout activated. No cookout complete without Imperium's
Pasti mati
comes
tuh.
from behind to pick up the win.
Mungkin enggak
They took
lagi.
advantage of every chance. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. A Shogeki. And now,
Tendang, oke.
player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? They gotta press here to take advantage of this drive gap. Going in, smart play to stop the opponent there. Springs forward with the drive rush. Both drive rush to keep it going. Overdrive bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in here?
What's wrong? Get up!
They're not dead. This fight's not over. Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open with a jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Close range projectile. The drive impact doesn't work. Throws them. What'll happen? Yo, put that away. Player 1 will one step ahead of that. All the throw connects. Springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, here we go. Player 1. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Looking to remove him from the fences with a period gap. Checking with there's a flatline zone. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
Tengoknya ya.
It's not over yet.
Apakah masih
Best
ada
believe
tu
it's time for
dia
that
kan?
run back. We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Jump. Throws them to negate the block. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Checks with the projectile. Surprises them with a drive rush. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Taking stock. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Demon Raid snipes them out the air. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Blows them. What's next? Player 1 drive rush to keep it going. Zones with the fireball. Still slugging it out at this range. Took him to the corner in a flash. Zanku Hadouken. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Looking to impress with this super big anime vibes with period dead. Player 1 holding on to all the throw connects. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Player 2 will burn out. That combo finishes it. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Demon Rage now? The last round. It's now or never. Bumps up. Demon Raid? Both fighters are raring. Finds the target. Looking to follow up after that. Turning it right up with a super. Looking to remove him from the fences with a period hit. Puts a bit of stank on that. This unleashes some big damage. Player 1 is with all the throw connects. This may turn solid anti-air. That throw's gonna take off a chunk again. Hadouken! Take us! This is gonna hurt. Player 1 is in a very good spot. They didn't take the throw.
Untung di ulti.
Player 1 clinches the win. But that
Let's go. Kita akan menjadi King Asta Platinum 2.
Here comes a new
Ryugi?
challenger.
I don't afraid about Ryu.
we're in for something special right here, right now.
Right here, right now.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. We've got both sides without a drive gauge. How will they overcome this? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Knockdown. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Takes drive rush to keep it going. Springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters are way. Jingu Hadouken! Both fighters planning something? There's the wall splash. The KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Overdrive Hadouken. From up above. Neither of them willing to back. Pries them open with a Shoryuken. Their drive gauges are looking bare. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Took him to the brushes that off and keeps going.
Yeah.
Going in. Jumps it, meets them air to air. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Right lead is there, but still anyone's KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Zanku Hado denies the jump in. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Player 1, good decision with that throw. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 is looking at a Crimson Super Art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Uh-oh, this could really tip the scales. Player 1 betting it all on the drive rush. What now? Risky plan, but it's flatline zone. That one catches hand as you're gonna get in a fight.
Yah. Maknya kayak Ryu. Look. Jamie. I'm sorry, not Luke, but Jamie. Whoa.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Apakah dia akan langsung?
Alright, first round, what's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? What's the play here? The impact gets blocked. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What is he thinking here? Decides to buff up while they can. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. The drink levels are full. Smart play to stop the opponent there. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Goes on the offensive with Demon Guillotine. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they? Burnout activates. Player 1 will look to KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Zanku Hadouken. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. No cookout complete without Imperium's end. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Uses the target combo as a filler. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. A quick breather. Burnout activates. Player 1 will need to use their meter here wisely. Impact squat. Tries to act quickly but with KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Throw connection does big damage. Throw digs in deep to get that drive in. Give them more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. No cookout complete without Imperium's end. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Wow, reads the counterattack. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Catches out the cage right there. They can't make any mistakes here if they want any chance of winning. The only life lead. Is a comeback still possible? It is over. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The drive impact doesn't work. Grabs and throws them away. Checks him with the projectile. Combo with the target combo. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Can't tech the throw. Burnout is triggered. Scrapping it out up close. Drive rush to keep it going. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Left off a projectile to waste time. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Springs forward with the drive rush. Uses the gauge for a super arm.
No cookout complete without Imperium's end.
Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Scrapping it out. Knockdown and player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Adamant flame. Side all the throw connects. Oh, here we go.
Hadouken!
That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage.
He'll cut that boy off!
Draw super hard incoming. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 can't use any drive move. Wraps it up with a throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage.
We use Adamant. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Looking to remove him from the fences with Imperium's end.
Throws him. Knocked him out of the air. Back to the corner. Connects with the throw. Both sides, and it tries to act quick and flatlines him. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Let's go. Kita akan menunggu siapa penantang kita selanjutnya.
Here comes a new challenger.
Alex. Wis, oke. Ini karakter yang baru. Jadi belum pernah aku lawan juga.
Give me that drama.
Wis, lo udah langsung 30.000 di platinum dia. Berarti pemain lama nih. Ini pesumu ini.
Alright, first round.
Wah,
What's going to happen? Good anti-air. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Throws him. What's next? Decides to meet them in the air. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack.
Salah kita nih.
They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player 1 chases them down. Can't tech the throw. Player 1 is maintaining the corner.
Super art level 1 raging spear.
But experiencing burnout. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive art. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Stuck in the corner, but not going down without a fight. Goes for the jump and burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Both fighters planning something? Closes it with a classic corner throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. Akuma's going in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Oh, what's this?
Hit that with confidence. Collapsing driver right in the field.
That corner is starting to look scary. Here comes the corner.
Godlike parry.
All the throw connects. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Are we going to see a comeback here? Look
looking for the definitive end to this round with a level
Submit.
3 super. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish.
Ngeri juga sih.
Player
Patah-patahnya
one
dia
was
kan.
an absolute beast.
Ya takut dia. Oke teman-teman, untuk live streaming kita selesaikan di jam 7 ya untuk Street Fighter-nya. Terima kasih sudah menonton.
Comes a new challenger.
Blanka.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Opts for the throw. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? What are they thinking? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Takes the chance to hurt him. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Both fighters will want to utilize what little drive gauge they have. Knockdown. Oh, burnout and KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Springs forward with the drive rush. Quick drive rush to keep it going. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return.
Big anime vibe with the period's end. A drive impact could end it all here.
Player, yo, put that away.
Perfect KO. They were in full control there.
Full
Player
control.
1 took no time to finish that fight. This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Whoa, hold on. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Decides to go in with the target combo. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Taking stock. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Life lead opens up. All right, what's coming up next? One combo can end this round right now. Genius read. Lots of distance here as both fighters look for an opening. Player 1 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. Looking for a chance. Both fighters are
Goes for the massage.
to come from the brink like that. What a comeback! Player 2
Nggak
picks
kena
up
dia
the
gitu ya.
always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Jumps, yo, put that away. Throws them to negate the block. Springs forward with the drive rush.
It's a good spot to use the super. Big anime vibe with the period's end.
Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. They're backed up into the corner. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Immediate jump in. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Drive rush. Ooh. Brushes that off and keeps going.
Segitiga kamu.
Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last bit of burns out. Player 1 is looking at a grip,
Changes the flight plan.
all the throw connects.
Both sides getting ready. Unleashing the beast and ready to play mix-up.
Nice fireball. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace.
Goes off beat with the aerial rolling.
Player 2
Can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking.
noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Got what? That corner, ooh, put a little extra on that. No hesitation or regret. Hit them with that NSF dummy. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. It is
Itamio.
over.
Itamio kono itesu.
Player 1 has got...
Oke. Halo. Magician Human Hill.
Challenger.
Mr. Meaning's dead.
Y'all better have your Sunday's
Elena?
best on because it's time for business.
Time for us to dance.
Round one.
Dekat kali kok, Cis.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Goes for the throw. Decides to go in with the target combo. What are they thinking here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Takes a trip. Are they going to fill up their super meter for a small advantage or concentrate on the offensive? I can't keep track of these corner switches. Player 2 chases them down. In a dire situation. They can't afford to. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there.
I'm so feeling
Player
Elena.
2 takes the round like a thief
But
in the night.
it's
What
my
else
time.
can they get away with? Immediate jump in. Brushes that off and keeps going. Bops him with a target card. Sticks the combo. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Whiffs the throw. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 needs drive rush to keep it going. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return.
No cookout complete without Imperium's end.
Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Blocks the impact.
Zakuhado.
Sneaks in above. What'll happen here? Player 1, the drive impact doesn't work. Player 1 turns out. Life lead is there, but Stipon's nothing but air.
Rhino Horn catches out the cage right there.
Still alive.
Main-main. Oh.
And go!
Hanging by a thread. Just need one final push. Chips him for the win.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open with a jump in and whiffs. They're wide open.
We use anime. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Big anime vibe. Imperium's end.
Player 2 with a slight lead. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage.
Yes, sir. More damage, please. Demon Rain time.
What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen.
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's
Kalau dia mau ini, berarti ini kita match terakhir di hari ini. Oke.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back.
Zakuhado.
Whiffs the throw. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers can turn this around in their favor. Closes out the round with a fireball. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now?
Elena's putting those educated feet to good use.
Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work.
Rhino Horn hit.
Will we see a drive impact? What'll happen here? Oh, says no to the impact.
Kuma going in.
Player 2 brushes that off and keeps going. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished.
Knocks down with the horn.
Just goes for it at this range. Noticeable life lead.
Bends a little game for the Misatsu Gohado.
There's what a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Tunes up the band.
The last round. It's now or never. Ooh, what a smart throw! Springs forward with the drive rush. Excellent block! Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation.
Oh, putting the cherry on top. Revival dance hit. Are we gonna see some
Wait,
healing, or will they continue the attack?
Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Back through the court. Are we gonna play Impact Peekaboo? Throws them. Nick rushes in.
Hit them with the X. Here comes the boom. Giving them the warm and fuzzy with a period.
That final push at the end paid off in spades. When you have a chance to finish things,
Bisa ada
you
2 menit
gotta
lagi.
take it.
Mana itu?
Player 2
Sekali permainan lagi ya. Oke. Karena jam 7 tadi kan. 1 permainan lagi. Oke. Kita tunggu siapa penantang kita selanjutnya. Oke. Oke, siapa ini? Luke, Jamie, oh Alex.
Find a new rival.
Oke, karena tadi kita kalah,
fighters are
ini
ready to
kita
lay it
senangkan.
all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 with the life lead. Tries to
Menangis
keep
pun
the
pakai
pressure on the
apa?
opponent by zoning with fireballs. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Shoots off a fireball up close. Blocks the low heavy. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Grabs them. Will we see a drive in? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player 2 can't use in there.
Oke,
Player 2 on the board first with the win.
Round 1 kita
Keep the
menangkan.
pressure on. Brushes that off and keeps going. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Splash axe! Burnout activates. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Still scrapping for control of the space. Barely blocks the jump in. Smart play with the throw. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Blocks it. Player 1, smart play to stop the opponent there.
No, critical art now.
Life lead is there, but still flatlines them. Here's the final round. The real fight starts
udah
now.
skill 3-nya nggak kena.
Immediate jump in. Akuma going in. Big time win. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Demon Raid, Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter. They can't squander this punish counter chance. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage.
Puts a bit of stank on the.
Perfect execution with the anti-air. What now?
Going in.
Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Player 2 is in burnout. This can lead to some big damage. Close range reads the jump in perfectly. These guys are not giving each other anti-air in the clutch. Dangerous range here. Excellent block.
With the axe.
Big time win.
Here comes the boom. Giving them the warm and fuzzy with a period.
He had it all planned out. Player 2
Oke,
made
kita
some smart moves there. Great.
selesaikan untuk hari ini. Lagi ngering bang? Iya bang, tapi ini udah selesai bang. Sorry ya bang, ini tadi udah janji jam 7 udah selesai bang. Oke, thank you bang. Oke, terima kasih yang sudah menonton, yang sudah stay tune juga di Rinando Panjaitan. Terima kasih ya yang sudah menyemangati, sudah ngechat. Terima kasih juga yang sudah mengucapkan hai. Kita jumpa di besok hari. Arigatou gozaimasu. Ganbare yo. Mi setsu.